Ladies and gentlemen, in this video we are going to learn how to master the exercise which so many people tend to struggle with, and that is the chin-up or the pull-up, whatever variation it might be. So many people struggle to progress with this exercise and to get stronger. So let's start off with the basics on how to perform a pull-up. The first thing you want to do is engage the working muscle. So in this case it's the lats. In order to do that, you need to retract your shoulders first. Drive your shoulders back and then bend at the elbows. As you can see from a side-on position, to help recruit more of the lat fibers, I'm actually thinking about pulling my chest up to the bar and not just pulling my chin up to the bar. Okay, when I do this exercise, I want to be able to feel the pinch in my lat and not over-engage with the biceps. In the second example, I'm doing the movement without retracting my shoulders at all. So what's happening here is I'm excessively using my biceps in order to pull myself up and down. And as you can see at the top position, I'm not pulling my chest up to the bar, I'm actually more upright, and I'm failing to engage my lats as much as I could do. You can see in the same example here, this is how you should perform a wide grip pull-up. The first movement should be pulling your shoulders down and then driving up. Everything should be working together in order to help yourself out. If you see in the second example here, I'm trying to pull myself up without retracting my shoulders, so just using my biceps. And as you can see, I'm struggling a hell of a lot more with doing the movement. Now the problem people are having is they're just trying to pull themselves up using their biceps. They haven't learned how to properly retract their shoulders, or they're simply not strong enough to do so in that position. So the best thing to do is to perform a number of practice exercises in order to get yourself stronger at that part of the movement. So what I would recommend doing is getting yourself under a chin-up bar, whether it's in the gym or at home. You can use a wide grip, neutral grip, or supinated grip. And what you want to be able to do is, by keeping your arms as straight as possible, trying not to bend at the elbows, to pull your shoulders back as much as possible. So as you can see, as I pull back, I'm engaging my back muscles and then I'm relaxing and lengthening them once again. So it's the repetition of this movement which is going to help me get stronger over time. You can progress this. I tend to find it's a little bit more difficult when you do it with the wider grip, but the same things apply. Pull your shoulders back, hold the contraction, relax, and do the same thing again. Now when it comes to getting stronger at pull-ups, the best thing you can do is to practice doing pull-ups and different forms of pull-ups, okay? Doesn't matter if you do loads of lat pull-downs, okay? It's a completely different exercise. When you're doing a lat pull-down, your body is stationary and you're moving an object. When you're doing a pull-up, the object is stationary and your body is moving around that stationary object, okay? It's much more difficult. It's a completely different exercise. I'm not a big believer in using the assisted machine. I honestly think that people just keep using it and they never really get better at it. So this is what I would want people to do. So what you're going to do is place a bench, a stool, or some kind of chair underneath the pull-up bar. You're going to safely get up. You're going to get into the starting position, take 1 foot off from the platform at a time, and then slowly lower yourself down under control until you're at the lengthened position. Once you've mastered this, I would then recommend taking it to the next level and introducing some isometric holds. Exactly what you did before, but this time as you take both feet off the platform, hold that position for 2, 3, maybe even 4 seconds, and then finish off the rest of the eccentric portion of the movement. To step up the intensity, you're going to change where you're doing the isometric hold. It's generally a little bit easier to do it at the top and much harder to hold it at the middle portion of the movement. So you're going to learn to hold that contraction there and then finish off the rest of the eccentric. As I mentioned before, the wide grip is usually the most challenging out of the two. So I'd make sure that you've mastered the neutral and supinated grip first before you then move on to the wide grip. Once you can master the negative eccentric movements of the wide grips, I would then look to do the isometric holds for 3 to 4 seconds like you did beforehand, and then finish off the rest of the eccentric. The next issue people have with the pull-up or the chin-up is that there is a weak link within the chain. Okay, the main muscles which are going to be used will be the back, the biceps, and forearms. Okay, so if you have, for whatever reason, particularly weak biceps or forearms, or your grip strength is just terrible, you need to do some more specific work on those areas in order to bring them up and help strengthen them in order to improve your performance. So I recommend that you check out one of the videos I recorded a while back, which is all about forearm training and improving grip strength. Now, when you go to the gym, you should really have one primary goal, and for me, and for most of you guys out there, it will be to grow, to get bigger. So you need to be following some kind of hypertrophy focused program. The problem when it comes to getting stronger at pull-ups is you really need to be following a strength-based program in order to improve your performance. So you can't really go to the gym with a focus of trying to be as big as possible and then trying to be as strong as possible. So what I recommend is, instead of going to the gym and trying to faff about between the two, you get some home equipment, and maybe once, twice per week, you have a little session where you focus upon purely improving your pull-up. So I put a few routines together purely for the sake of this video. It took me about 10 minutes, so don't read into it too much. But basically, the idea behind it is I would follow, say for example, 2 routines within 1 week. So I would do routine 1, routine 2 in 1 week. And then over a course of 4 weeks, I would then change it up, maybe do routine 3 and then routine 4, okay? But the key is, each week, you're looking to increase the intensity somehow. So there you go, guys, a few different techniques to improve your pull-ups, your chin-ups. It doesn't have to be one of those exercises where you never see results, okay? You just need to become a little bit obsessed with it. And you've got to remember, I started off somewhere. Once upon a time, I tried to do a wide grip pull-up and I couldn't even do 1. I became obsessed with it. I was like, I want to be able to master that exercise. I want to do 10. And I did. I practiced almost every day. I was obsessed with it, and I did it, okay? So you need to somehow get that obsession and focus primarily on getting stronger at pull-ups and put some time aside in order to do that. So, hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you soon.